So I like to see a little bit of deviation. So right here is where the cloud stops. I'm going to put it just a tad bit higher than the cloud, so it gives it a little bit more dimension. Well, you can definitely see the cloud behind it. Welcome back, everybody. Today we're going to go ahead and do a nice little winter scene that you can actually make into a Christmas card. We're going to start out with my version of liquid white. So we just took a little bit of the titanium white and mixed it with linseed oil to get a thin consistency. Taking a palette knife and just putting it on a nice even coat. Then we're going to take a 2-inch brush and smooth over it. The liquid white is actually going to help make the paint blend better. And for the sky, it's going to make it go on easier. We got enough. 2-inch brush, just going to go in circles and blend it in. Smooth it out. We're going to do a simple palette today. So we have titanium white, phthalo blue, violet, and lamp black. Let's tap let's take our 1-inch brush and just tap into the violet. And for this, we're going to go ahead and start working on the sky. Let's take this and mix it with a little bit of lamp black. Not make it so brilliant. There you go, just a little. Let's see how it looks. Yeah, a little bit more lamp black. So it dulls it a little bit. See what it looks like with the white. There we go. So if you add a little bit of titanium white to it, you can see what the color looks like. So I want this to be a little duller. We'll just do crisscross strokes. Darker on the top, lighter on the bottom. Bring it down to about halfway, but we want it to be lighter down here. There we go. Maybe a little darker in the corners. Oops. Now I'm going to grab my 2-inch brush and blend this in. And again, let's start from the bottom here because there's not a whole lot of paint. And if we bring this down, you're not going to have that nice lighter gradation. So we'll start here and start blending. And again, just circular motion. So today I decided to go ahead and add this painter's tape to the outside edge. Painter's tape, you can find it at any of your hardware stores. Comes off really easy. So we're just going to go ahead and do a nice little edge on there. We'll take it off at the end. Let's see what it looks like. Alright, so okay, blend out the strokes. You don't want to see brush strokes in here. At least I don't. So make it nice and clean. Alright. I didn't clean the brush. So we're still going to use the dirty brush. We're going to go right into this phthalo blue, and we want it to go all the way across the bristles. And then on the bottom, we're going to start from the sides and work our way in. That way it's lighter through here and darker on the edge. Get the other side. Lightly go over the middle and keep that nice brightness in there. Now, I want this to be brighter, so I'm just going to take the 1-inch brush and go right through the middle with titanium white. We don't make mistakes. Happy accidents. So, the benefit of this is that you can tweak it as you go. And even though I wanted this part to be lighter, you can make it lighter now. No worries. Okay, just blend that out a little. That way it looks like a reflection in the water. Light shining. Okay. Let's take a 1-inch brush and we're going to do some clouds through here. So we'll just tap it into the white. Get a decent amount on there. And let's see, we're going to start right through here. Put the clouds any way you want. Clouds come in all different shapes and sizes. So if you have a particular pattern or something you want to see, don't be afraid to put it in there. I'm just going to do a few simple ones through here. And the bottom, just taper up. So you blend that out really quick. Leave the top parts for now. Let's see, we'll put one through here. And through here. Got a pretty cloudy sky. There we go. Back to the 2-inch brush. So we're going to take the corner and just blend out the bottom. Take a softer brush. You can do this with a 2-inch brush if you wish. This is referred to as a mop brush. I want to give this a light touch. So we're just going to take this and just go slightly over top of the top parts of the clouds. Blend it out really nice. If you put too much of a hard bristle on here, you end up with brush strokes. That's what I'm trying to avoid. Make it look more airy. So when you're doing this, just think of how the cloud will look nice and soft. Of course, you won't see brush strokes in clouds, so just trying to get those out of there. Just a light touch. And then you can step back and see if you got them the way you want. And if you're good, time to move on to the next one. Alrighty, I think that's good enough. Let me grab that real fast. So I'm just tapping this to blend it out a little bit more too. There we go. Alright, so now we're going to put some trees in the background here. So I'm going to take my fan brush, and I don't want this to be too dark. It's got to be light. We'll tap it into the white a little bit, make it light, and then let's put in some trees. So just going up and down, different sizes. Again, since these are in the background, they're going to be light. You don't want them to show much. Take them all the way down to the bottom here. So with the fan brush, there's not much paint left on there, so I could go ahead and blend this out a little bit. And usually down towards the bottom you don't see much other than the darkness. So when the tree comes all the way down here, because they're so thick, it fills in a lot of the light. So making this more solid. And you can see up here where it's kind of broken away, where you can see through the trees. Blend that out some more. Just trying to do it real fast. And again, this doesn't have any paint on it really at all. Just a little residue. Okay, so now we'll take a little bit, let's go here. Let's go here. So we're just going to tap in a little bit of the phthalo blue, and now we're going to put in a couple trees in the front, a little closer. And again, you don't want these really dark. They're still going to be in the background, so you don't really want them to stand out too much. So we're using a corner of the brush. We'll grab some of this on the bottom and kind of blend it out a little bit better. So now we're going to take a little for the lamp black, little phthalo blue, and a little bit of the violet. We'll mix it all together. We want a nice dark color here. Maybe a little more. Mix it up really good with a palette knife. We're going to take our fan brush and dip it in there. Get a good amount on there. I want to try to keep the paint underneath this part right here. That way when you try to wash it out, it's a lot easier. Once it gets in this area, it makes it a lot more difficult to actually wash out. Alright, so we're going to do a tree that's, yeah, right here. So we'll start it that way. And then we'll use the corner of the brush to add some branches on there. There we go. Grab some more paint. Do one right up through here. Little guy. Yeah, we'll put one right here. Yeah. Right here? What do you think? Yeah. Yeah, let's put one right through here. So I like to see a little bit of deviation. So right here is where the cloud stops. I'm going to put it just a tad bit higher than the cloud, so it gives it a little bit more dimension. Well, you can definitely see the cloud behind it. Of course, you could put yours wherever you like to put yours. Right up through here. There. Add as much detail as you like. This is going to be covered up by highlights, so we just want the dark background initially. Kind of get an overall shape. Now, let's see. Let's put another one through here. Not quite as big. We'll put it right through there. And again, just back and forth, kind of like a Z. Grab some more paint. We'll put one little guy right through here. Make this one a little taller. I'm going to fill out that space a little bit better. And let's go here. I have one kind of going right off the canvas. So now we're going to grab the 1-inch brush. We're going to go ahead and put some snow underneath these trees. So let's start right over here. We'll run it kind of like it's going downhill here. We'll start this way. Go here. Take this one. Let's go right up through. Blend it a little bit. Dipping my brush straight into titanium white at this point. It's grabbing on pretty nice. I'm going to take a smaller brush and go straight into the phthalo blue. So now we're going to go right under here and add some shadow. So I'm going to take this brush, which is a 1.5-inch brush. It's kind of thin, but it's not a soft bristle, it's not a hard bristle. So I'm just going to grab some of this blue right here, the darker blue, and bring it down. Then lightly blend over. And for this you want to go straight across. Back to the 1-inch brush with some titanium white. I'll go right in through here. Cut that off. Put a bank through there. Now, let's see, what do we want to do here? Let's go right in through there. let it mix with the blue on the bottom here. Go like that. And this needs to be lighter. I'm sorry, less white, so it shows like it's rolling over. Take it right down to here. Finish blending that out. And back to the smaller brush, some phthalo blue. Let's go ahead and add some more shadow through here. Makes it nice and easy. Let's put some through here. We'll bring this in a bit. And just drop it down. You blend it out. Give it that nice shadow effect. Let's grab some here too. Let's go. And what else do we want to do? Let's blend this down. Then we'll take the 1-inch brush again, tap it into the titanium white, and now let's go where we're going to go. Let's go right in through here. So leave this mixture between the blue and the white kind of variable. So you see some dark, see some light. Helps for shadowing. That gives it a more realistic effect. Let's go through here. Just adding straight titanium white at this point, and it's mixing with the blue underneath. And again, step back and see what you think. If you like where it's going, you're good. I think we're good. Let's see, I want to put a little bit more through here. Right in through here. I think this area right here might be a little too dark, so let's add a little more white. Lighten it up a little. Now we're going to go back to the number 2 fan brush. Go into the dark color that we had before. And then let's, I don't know, Where should we put this? Let's do a big tree right up through here, right? Let's go like that. So we'll start here. Just drop this little guy down. Put it right in through there. So, now again, back and forth. Big old tree. Drop it right into there. Now, I'm going to take some titanium white, dip it into, take my fan brush and dip it in a titanium white. We're going to add some highlights here. This is just a little snow. Make this little guy stand out a little bit better. First snow right before Christmas, right? Of course, I live in California and it's a little harder to find snow. So I guess I'll have to paint it myself. I was originally born in Ohio. We had plenty of snow out there. I miss the snow, but I can't say that I miss the cold weather. Got cold. Remember waiting for the bus for school, and it was freezing outside. It was below zero. I like it hot. I don't care for it too cold. But I gotta admit, for Christmas it's always nice seeing a white Christmas. Let's add a little more to these. So you don't want to cover up all the black or the darker color. That shadow actually helps for the effect quite a bit. In comments, let me know what you guys think of snow. And you're welcome to tell me where you live too. I mean, as far as what state, and tell me if it snows where you're at. Let's see. I'm going to take a little bit of the liquid white and a palette knife. Just get a little bit on there. And now we're going to cut this in. lightly going over top of this to make it have a little bit of a snowy effect, kind of like the mountains. A little bit extra. Go right through here too. So just barely touching it with the palette knife, so it just pulls off what it wants. These are a really cool effect. And can't forget this side. Let's put a little through here. One more thing real quick, let's go ahead and add a little bit of highlights in through here. Now let's take this tape off and see what we got. Alrighty, I think we're done. Thanks for joining me today. If you enjoyed what you saw, please subscribe and don't forget to click the bell. Thank you guys.